These are quest games that I regret buying. Okay, now the first game I regret buying is Bone Lab. Now you're probably sitting there, how can you regret buying Bone Lab? And honestly, it's for a few simple reasons. This is one of the most well-known quest games to ever come out. Now, in my opinion, I did play this game and it was really fun and I completed the whole thing. It was a great experience, but honestly, if I could go back in time and get my money back, if I knew the experience I was going to go through, I would have not bought the game. And for a few reasons. First of all, the game felt really jank. There was this one level, it was like a go-kart level, and for the life of me, I could not complete the level. To beat this level, you have to give an arm and a leg to the developers so they can let you go through the level with no problem. It's literally insane. That level, I kept flipping over and the mechanics were so jank, and it's like, it's the worst thing I had ever played in my life. It was a really good game. I don't know. It's fun, but I feel like it could use some polish. If I got my money back, I wouldn't be mad. Wait until the end of the video to see a game that everybody loves, but for some reason, I just can't get into it. I mean, I regret buying it and I want my money back. Now I'm gonna say a very controversial game, and it's actually a series of games that I regret buying because it was the best time I've ever had playing VR, which sounds crazy, but hear me out. The Vader Immortal series. This is single-handedly the best series of games I have ever played in VR. The storytelling, the handling, the everything about the series of games was like literally 10 out of 10. I've never had more fun in my life. If you own a VR headset, this game is a must-have series. There's no way around it. You must play this game. I don't care what game you're into, this is the game of the year for every single year. You're probably sitting there like, why do I regret buying this game? And honestly, it's for a few reasons. So there are mainly two reasons for it. So my first reason is that there was no reason for these games to be 3 complete games, like 3 different games that are each like 1 hour long. You could have fit all of that into one 3-hour game, but instead Lucasfilms, Disney, I don't know who, thought it was a good idea to split a short game into even smaller pieces, and then each of them cost $10. Are you serious? $10 for each game? So honestly, when you buy one game and you play it, you don't finish the storyline, you have to play the second game. So you might as well spend $30 instead of making it seem like, oh, this is just $10. I'm gonna grab that. Because if you spend $10 on one game, you're like, shoot. And you can't buy the third game without playing the first. You can't play the second without playing the first. You have to play them in order. So honestly, the $10 is kind of bait, and just buy all 3 games. You have to. It's $30. So instead of marketing is 10, market is $30 whole dollars. Now the second reason why I regret buying this game is for a really small reason, and it's the fact that they don't have any enhancements for the Quest 3. Now I'm sitting here thinking the Quest 3 is a powerful device. When the Quest 2 came out, this game literally looks like, I feel like you can make it in Roblox with no problem. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, the graphics are horrible, but the game is amazing, and the atmosphere and everything was so put together that it didn't really matter. But the fact that now you have an opportunity to remarket the game, make it enjoyable, and let me play it again for like the millionth time and make it feel like it's a brand new experience. I mean, come on, you're passing up an easy opportunity right now. Honestly, yeah, on to the next game. Now, this is one of the first games I ever bought on the Quest 2 and one of the first games I ever refunded, and that is Hand Physics Lab. Now, this is a fun little hand tracking game, but the reason why I regret buying this game is because this game I bought at a time where the Quest 2's hand tracking was a little bit meh. So it wasn't like the best experience ever because the hand tracking was kind of whack and you couldn't really reach far away with your hands because then your hand would glow red, meaning that the tracking isn't working as well. And you know, the game was all right. There was no community around it, and it was just like, it was an all right time. And I bought this game at a time when I was broke. I gotta understand, it was like $15-20 for this game, and that's kind of all I had at the moment. So I was like, okay, if I'm gonna pay this much money for a game, I'm gonna refund that. I'm gonna refund this game and buy something better. Now, this next game I regret buying is one of the most popular mobile games of all time, and I'm talking about...
This video is brought to you by Yeeps Hide and Seek. Yeeps is a game that includes gorilla tag movement with Fortnite building, the 2 most popular games on their respective platforms, and the developers combined it into one game. Now, this is a game where you play hide and seek, where you can build forts, hide away from seekers. Now, to tag people, you have these little darts that you can use to poke them. This game isn't just hide and seek. You can build whatever your mind thinks of. If you're smart and bright like me or my viewers, then you're gonna be able to create anything you want. So recommend it. This game is free on the Meta Store. Go ahead and check it out.
Fruit Ninja VR. Now, Fruit Ninja VR, if you don't know what it is, it's literally Fruit Ninja in VR. It's in the name. And now the real question is, why do I regret buying this game? This is literally a goated game that is gonna last through time. It's like Minecraft. It's a timeless game. So why did I regret buying this game? It's pretty simple, honestly. The game is really nice and it's fun for for the simple cost of, drumroll please, $15. Now, $15 is not bad for a VR game. It's actually pretty good. But the problem is not the fact that it's $15. It's the fact that there's a second much better game while this game is out here for 15 whole buckaroos. Are you serious? Now, the second game is $25, but it is a much better game, if I'm gonna be honest, with more features. But you're still out here selling this game for $15? Can you give us a sale? Slash the price, $15. The second one is so much better, and if I could go back in time and refund this game, I would, but it's too late. And I didn't know there was a second Fruit Ninja because I love Fruit Ninja games, and I would much rather have the second one with multiplayer than have the first one. You get me? And honestly, the second game has like a bow and arrow you can use, different weapons, different maps, and it's like, why have the first game when you have the second one, which is so much better? So, you know, if I could refund it, I would immediately, ASAP, Rocky. Any moment, let me know. I will let go of this game. Please, I don't want it. Man, I need it. Now, the next game I regret buying is, it's gonna come to you as a shocker. The next game I regret buying is Jurassic Park Aftermath, or whatever it's called. Now, this game, if I could, I would get my money back instantaneously. Gotta understand, this game is not for the weak. And honestly, when you're there, it's nothing but silence and a dinosaur following you. Okay, and the problem with the game is that there's a whole storyline which is nice and whatever, but the jump scares, man, I don't do well with jump scares. Look at this clip of me playing this horror gorilla tag game.
It's like getting eerie. Alright. Oh shoot! Screw you, man!
You see what I mean? Like, I'm not built for this at all, not in the slightest. So you gotta understand, this game, unless you like horror games, don't play this game. I regret paying what, 15 bucks for this game. If I get my money back, I would. Please, Meta, let me get my money back. This game is the game you guys have been waiting for the whole video, that everybody loves, that I don't, and that is Super Hot. Now, Super Hot is one of the most iconic VR games of all time. You think of VR and you think of Super Hot. It was there at the dawn of time when VR was first booming. Everybody was playing it. You feel like James Bond, you know, John Wick, The Matrix, and it's always been there for us, you know, but I haven't always been there for Super Hot, and it's kind of, you know, led to a little bit of a weird relationship that we've got going on. And the reason why I refunded this game is because at the time, this was early when I first picked up the Quest, I was broke after paying for the Quest 2. I paid like $400 and I bought this game, and I played it for about an hour and a half. I was having a blast until I got to this one level. Now, this level was near impossible. I'm telling you, this was the hardest level I have ever played in my life, and I was just stuck on it. Now, I could have kept playing the game until I finished the level, but I didn't have the patience, and I wanted a game that was fun, fast-paced, and quick in multiplayer. I want a game that's faster and better. And the fact that I was stuck and I had under 2 hours, I knew it was time to refund the game. So boom, I refunded the game. I got my money back and I bought another game. Now that I have other games and, you know, I have a Quest 3, would I go back and buy Super Hot? Absolutely, I would. If you guys enjoyed this different type of video, I have a whole green screen behind me. Honestly, I feel officially YouTuber-ish with this green screen. I feel like the big guy. I feel like Marquise Brownlee, K-Sart Brownlee. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, let me know. Peace.